YCS Pasadena is coming up this literal weekend, and everybody's like, it's going to be a boring YCS. And I agree with you 100%. But I want to do a metagame discussion, talk about what you're probably going to be seeing, and later in the week we're going to have a follow-up video to this about the 5 important questions to be asking yourself about today's metagame. So without further ado, let's dig on into YCS Boring Dina, shall we? Anybody want to take bets that Striker wins this YCS too? So that my entire comment section can go, oh, that's getting banned! Like, that's what it literally feels like. So, bold statements aside here, it's either going to be Striker or Orcust that's going to take this YCS home, and there's nothing that you can do about it. So, we always got to tie this into a ban list discussion. So, me and John were having a discussion about the possibility of approaching Striker on the next list. We were like, well, last event had 3 Striker. Striker in Top Cut, its representation is a lot lower. Like, I've been looking through like regional lists and stuff, and like, there's been a lot less Striker at the regional level than there really should be. It's like people are figuring out how to play this, but everybody is so fed up at this point with Striker that it's literally like, ugh, like, why is this deck still here? And I get it, but bad news I have to tell you is if Striker representation keeps going down at this point, that probably nothing's going to happen to the deck more. Like, we've kind of checked it at this point, so you have to ask yourself, is it really worth going after? Now, on the flip side of that equation, we have Orcust. Now, you've got going first and going second Orcust at this point, which is really interesting in the grand scheme of things, because like, going second Orcust is playing the Cyber Dragon package, or playing Naxter to break off these Sky Striker boards and to take advantage of literally breaking them. That's what going second Orcust does. It goes snap, crackle, pop, and breaks. And like I said, little interesting tech choices of Cyber Dragon to make your Sky Striker your solid matchups. Literally just, you bring it out and your opponent's like, well, I have to out that, or you get a free contact off my board, and then you just get to start climbing the ladder. Like, it's interesting. Going first Orcust, pretty standard shenanigans for what you would expect. But both decks, I do think that the obvious going first build is a lot better. Going second, seeing a little bit less play in terms of representation of the format. It doesn't mean that it's not there, you know, but players are aware of it. I just think they're choosing to kind of ignore it. It's like it's sitting there in the back of the room waving at you going, hi guys, my name's Fred. Now, on the topic of Orcust getting hit next list, oh yeah, oh, that deck is so dunzo next list, it's not even funny. I literally look at this deck and I'm like, huh, like, is something going to happen to it? Oh yeah. I don't know what. I've literally went through everything we could possibly hit. At this point, you just limit Galtea to 1 and walk away and call it a day. Like, I was joking about that last list, but the more we sit down and think about this now, it's where I'm like, Now, wild cards. Alright, so you got standard Striker, you got standard Orcust. Hero players. I know you guys know how to combo out there. I know you guys know how to malicious bane it up. Alright? You're not dumb. You know what you're doing. Alright? Can you top a YCS now so I can call you a real boy? Like, I've been waiting. Alright? Like, I want everybody to, I just want to hear the general comments go, oh, it's time heroes get banned, they topped a YCS. Like, I just want to see the red flags go up and everybody start losing their minds. I mean, malicious bane's already been bought out 3 times at this point, but you guys, I know getting Nibrude in an 11-round tournament means a lot, and you guys aren't as consistent enough to do it, but I'm rooting for you, alright? Like, if somebody can do it, it's the hero players around the universe. Please just, can you get a top for me? Like, come on, like, that's all I'm saying. Like, I want heroes. I'm cheering for you. I really am. But, like, your consistency issues are hot garbo. Like, maybe someday. Now, on that topic, zombies. You guys are in the same category as heroes over here. Alright, I don't know, you guys were doing really well. You had a couple stray tops here and there when you were able to play more of a danger package. And then I don't know what happened. You guys just kind of took a back seat to the metagame. Thunder started to see less play. I'm not exactly sure what happened to you guys in the rogue category, but like, can you get back to work over here? Can you do something? Like, I need a change between this same boring BS that we're constantly seeing every event. And zombies and heroes are like the only two decks that can do it. Now, if we could see a zombie player play 11 rounds of Thunder, oh yeah, the deck should win. Like, shouldn't have any problem whatsoever. Like, as long as it can open up its optimal board and, you know, play through what the opponent's doing, oh yeah, absolutely. Also, do zombies die to Nibiru? I've been wondering that, because like I've seen some like zombie boards that do like 4 summons and like literally stop, and I'm just like, huh, this deck can actually kind of play through Nibiru. So that's kind of where I am with that at this point. Like, can we get a little bit of change out here? Now, with that being said, you got the boring stuff in the format. And by the boring stuff, I mean the not so nitty gritty. You got Salad, you got Thunder, you know, the decks that are going to be there. Herman Hansen stirred the pot with his Thunder list. You all have pretty much seen combo Thunder. It makes Appaloosa. It doesn't care what the opponent's doing. It doesn't care if it gets Nibiru'd. It's going to combos and it's going to recover. It's playing Armageddon. The standard duelist isn't able to kind of afford this, which I know it sucks that having our current prize card see play in the metagame is very restricting on what you want to play, but there's nothing we can do about it. Like, let the players have their 1 to 2 little extra cards. Like, that's all we can really do at this point. Now, with that being said, what will be the actual results of this weekend? Well, I said already, Orcust and Striker will probably be beating it out in each other. Solid's in a really interesting place in this format because you've got the triple build of Will, and you've got the builds where they're not even playing Will. Then you have the builds that are playing 1 Will. So I guess it comes down to the question of what you as a player want to explore for those tech options. And like I said, when I get into the 5 questions of the format, that's one of the things I wanted to bring up was the inclusion of this. So now, last couple of YCSs, we haven't seen any True Draco either. I don't know if True Draco's consistency, well, okay, it's like Heroes. Its consistency gets better the higher up the tier goes, because more players know what they're doing against the deck, and we will continue to see this. That doesn't mean I don't want to see I don't want to see Draco, you know, show up so the deck can get hit on a list. Please do it. Let's get this done and over with. Like, every meme I've seen on the internet just wants this crap gone. Like, so if you are a True Draco player, like my friend Stevie, and you guys want to help contribute to getting the deck hit, please go top this YCS. Putting a little chunk on the radar. Actually, go win this YCS. Please, I welcome it. It'd be great. Now, Robbie, you talk as if what tops of YCS matters on future ban list. If we had 16 out of 32 True Draco top this YCS, they'd probably have to look at it and go, but why though? Like, it does matter for consistency of future ban lists a lot more than I think players realize, because when you see these decks show up at these top tables, it really does impact the future of the metagame. So, do understand that. Now, last part of this, Age of Persuasion, if you're going to the event, please top the spellbooks. You seem to be, you're the only like Cosmo or the only Cosmo, only spellbook player that's had any success with both of these decks. please go throw a massive wrench in the community and make people lose their literal minds over this. I'm just saying, that'd be great. Like, not that hard to do. So that's Pasadena in a nutshell. Boy, oh boy, guys, please, leave a comment about what you guys think. And well, guys, do Serenos. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.